After we do Agnes to reduce fat, I like to do Agnes to lift. And so that's this part that I'm doing right now, which is an Agnes Lift. So I'm using, for any providers that might be watching, an F1A, and I'm pulling the skin in the direction I want it to go. And we are going to lift that skin. I always like to do the jawline too. And so that's what we're doing. So it's microneedling with radio frequency. And again, you can use Agnes for all sorts of things, typically to reduce fat, but also to tighten and lift, which is what we're doing right now. And after we get rid of the fat, we come in and we tighten and lift. So you could do, if somebody was super thin and they still have jowls just from skin laxity, we could just do the Agnes Lift on them and they should get a nice pull back of their skin. And usually with Agnes, it's typically 2 procedures spaced 3 months to 4 months apart. And with Scarlet that we're going to do afterwards, it's typically once a month for 5 to 6 months, and then 4 times a year. Usually don't need to repeat the Agnes each year because the Agnes is simply getting rid of fat. So once the fat's gone, it's not coming back. You only make fat cells when you're born, puberty, and pregnancy. So when we get rid of them, they're gone. If you're just doing a lift on somebody because they have skin laxity, you may need to do that once a year. So now you can see I'm just in the area that we don't have the joweling. So I'm just doing some lifting along the lower face and jawline here. And then we're gonna go right in front of her ear and do that lift too. Okay?
Yes.
Pretty numb over here, I hope?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're doing so good from my standpoint. So Agnes can be used to treat fat anywhere. So we can use it to treat fat in the jowls, under the chin. I really don't like doing buccal fat, like the lower below the cheeks, and anybody that's young, because they'll be mad when they're older that they got rid of that. You can use it to help do a nose lift. You can get rid of eye bags, and then you can also treat lipomas. So if there's an arm lipoma and the surgeon's like, oh, the only thing you can do is get rid of it with surgery, you can say, oh, nay, I'm gonna find somebody that does Agnes. And then you come and find me, and we can get rid of that. If you've had liposuction and there's a funny pocket of fat that you want to get rid of, we can do that very strategically with Agnes. I might do one more row here, right here. You can get bruising with Agnes, but often or always we combine Agnes with Scarlet. So Scarlet goes a little bit more superficial, and it adds extra radio frequency, so it coagulates. So if you're starting to bruise with Agnes, you can bring Scarlet in and she will generally help with that bruising because it's extra heat, which helps for the coagulation. Scarlet is, like I said, microneedling with radio frequency. The difference is that it tightens and lifts, where Agnes gets rid of the fat. So Scarlet, you can use anywhere you have got skin. It can help tighten the neck, the chest, between the breasts, the inner thighs, the arms is a really good place to tighten. It uses 25 little baby tiny needles. They are tapered and they get inserted very linearly, very robotically. So they just kind of ease into your skin. So much easier to tolerate than other machines that stamp into your skin. The other great thing about Scarlet, other than the tapered needles and the way it gently gets inserted into your skin is that there's no downtime, which is great, and it tightens and lifts. That's its whole job. So Agnes gets rid of fat. It also, you can use Agnes for acne, hyperhidrosis. You kill the glands with Agnes, and then you come and tighten and lift the skin with Scarlet. So if you want to find out if Agnes or Scarlet are right for you, you can find us online at RejuvenationMD.com.